Hey KidZone team, this is some of the leadership and team member processes that we have here at KidZone. So this really gets down to some of the exact stuff that we do to bringing on team members, to making people leaders, team leaders, and coordinators, okay? So I wanna just kind of go through this information just so that you're aware of it. And again, we'll put this on the website so that you're able to see a written version of this as well. But this is just important information to know. Whether you're helping people become a leader or team leader or coordinator, or if you are yourself wondering, what do I need to do, or what some of the process that exists that will help me eventually get into that spot. So let's first talk about a new team member, okay? So if you yourself are new and you're thinking about joining the team, or maybe you're thinking about helping somebody else join the team, these are the steps to do it. Step one, you're gonna go to apckidzone.com/join the team. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to watch the following videos and complete a background check if needed. So you'll see the steps on there. It goes through a few steps on the website. There's a video for our policy manual, which is a 18-minute video that just goes through some of our policies. What you'll see is there's a team training video. This is all on the Join the Team tab. And there's also a team member form. So the website itself goes through two different steps, but beyond that, I'm giving you kind of just the overview of what this actually looks like. So step one is going through that stuff on the website. Step two, there's a link that will be sent with a copy of the policy manual, a digital version of it that every team member has to sign. So the KidZone director or a volunteer will send that out, and they will get that email. You'll want to sign that and send that back. Step three is an in-person orientation with the service coordinator or KidZone director to cover the following information of the room layout, where to find various items, ice packs, name tags, candy. We want to make sure that you're ready. That third step is obviously qualifying on whether or not the individual has their background checks, if needed, if they're 18 or older, and just at the director's approval in the event that there would be any reason for concern that we wouldn't want to have that individual on the team. But those are the three steps in bringing on a new team member. So I want to talk to you about transitioning and the process for becoming a leader, transitioning to leader, okay? So this is a 4-step process. Step one, again, starts on the APC KidZone website. There's a Become a Leader tab in which you'll sign the form that's listed right next to the leader video, the leader training. There's a form that just goes through, I think it's about 5 questions that are pretty basic, but just goes through some really good foundational stuff on why do you want to be a leader? What does it mean to be a leader? So step one is just checking out that website and making sure that you are filling out the form for becoming a leader. Step two is the director and service coordinator we'll review those answers just to make sure that there's no reason for concern and that everybody feels comfortable with that. Step three is a follow-up conversation with either your service coordinator or KidZone director, in which they will show you a short little job description that goes over exactly what you're doing in your role, just so that you have clarity on exactly what you're stepping up as a leader to do. And step four is watching the training video for becoming a leader, okay? And there's a few other things on the site as well as the leader orientation video, as well as that video specifically training you how to be a leader. Now, our next system and our next process that we have is the transition to become a team leader. Now, this specifically, we only allow people that are 18 or older to step into this type of a position because they would be leading other teenagers and other individuals that are younger. So it's important that we have that age restriction on this. But the process is identical to that of transitioning to be a leader. So the transition that we have here in this process looks like exactly the same. You go to the apckidzone.com website, Become a Leader tab. If you scroll down, you'll see there's a specific form to sign up for team leader. And after reviewing those questions, this is step two now. The KidZone director and the service coordinator will have a follow-up conversation, which will be step three, in which they would present a job description, just again, so that you have clarity on exactly what you're stepping into. And then the fourth step would be you watching that video. You can absolutely watch the video ahead of time, But it just makes sense, especially to watch that video after you're specifically stepping into that role. The fourth system is the transition to become a coordinator. Now this transition, again, mirrors the same as the other 2 leader ones that we went over. Go to apckidzone.com, become a leader tab. You'd fill out the coordinator form. It has some more in-depth questions. After reviewing those answers with the Kidzone director and service coordinator, they would then have a follow-up conversation with the individual, in which they would present a job description. And then that fourth step would be having the individual watch the training video for becoming a coordinator. That video, I think, is around 20 minutes or something like that, which is a very important one to watch. And there'd be some other training videos on the site they'd probably want to watch as well. But those right now are the systems that exist for bringing on a new team member and having them step up into a leadership position, whether that's at the leader level, team leader, or coordinator level. The important thing to note for this is if we have any individuals that are in process to become a leader or in process to become a team leader or in process to become a coordinator, we will oftentimes give them the title of assistant leader or assistant team leader or assistant coordinator, just to help highlight they're in process of becoming, or that's the only type of commitment they're able to make. But that's specifically just to give context and clarity on what those different types of titles and those positions mean. So that is all of these systems and processes right now in place for all of our stuff for leadership in Kidzone.